invited to stand before the good people of Anambra State on this epoch-making event of issuing teaching appointment letters to 5,000 young men and women of Anambra in our primary and secondary schools by Mr. Governor Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, CFR Odenibo Anambra. Oyeja, he will do it himself. I thank him for taking this giant stride despite the hard economic realities in the state. Mr. Governor has shown to Anambrarians and Nigerians today that one can get a job without knowing anybody in the corridors of power. He has set a standard for leadership in Nigeria by enthroning the primacy of merit over all other considerations, such as connection and nepotism. We at Anambra State University Education Board, ASUBEB, are very happy and grateful to him for giving us 2,500 prospective teachers out of 5,000 who are to teach in the state primary schools that has suffered lack of teachers over the decades. Mr. Governor, sir, we are grateful. May God bless you for always providing solutions to the problems confronting the state, especially in the basic education sector. The criteria for selection of these prospective teachers was informed of Mr. Governor to expose every growing child in the state to opportunities that would enable them discover their potentials early in life so as to compete favorably with first world countries academically, especially in science and technology. Mr. Governor asked that the best among all those interviewed should be selected without sentiments. He believes the saying that no education system can be better than the quality of teachers. We therefore chose you. Based on capacity, competence, and subject area content knowledge, we also looked at ICT compliance as evaluated with performance in CB tests in line with the focus of Mr. Governor to industrialize Anambra State areas such as sciences and technical subjects were given pride of place. Candidates with disabilities and candidates from educationally disadvantaged areas were also considered. I therefore urge you, my dear newly recruited teachers, to join hands with Mr. Governor as they go into the classroom to empower our children towards achieving the Anambra dream. These children, via your committed service, will become positive change agents, future scientists, innovators, and successful entrepreneurs. This is the vision of our dear state in education. We seek to go beyond mere brandishing of certificates to a productive education. Do not disappoint Mr. Governor and Anambra State. That counts on you. I wish you a joy-filled career as primary school teachers. Congratulations to you all. Dr. Vera Nkiruwadinobi, Executive Chairman, ASUBEB, Oka. Thank you very much.
Please, a round of applause for her. More round of applause for that great woman, the Executive Chairman of Anambra State, ASUBEB. Now, to hear from the Chairman, Anambra State Post-Primary School Service Commission, PPSSC. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Nkechi Ikediugu.
The Executive Governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, the members of the House here present, Commissioner of Education, and all other commissioners here present. An address by the Chairman, Post-Primary School Services Commission, OKA, Professor Nkechi Kedugu, on the occasion of ceremonial recruitment of 2,500 teachers into Post-Primary School Services Commission at the International Conference Center, OKA. It is with great delight and joy that I welcome all of you to this great occasion. We give God glory. Today marks a milestone in the history of education in Anambra State. 2,500 newly recruited teachers will receive their employment letters from Mr. Governor, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo. Before now, there has been a dearth of teachers in the secondary school system. Our schools lack teachers in all the subjects, especially in the core areas like English language, Igbo language, mathematics, and so on. Suffice it to say that a series of CBT tests and interviews were organized by the Commissioner of Education, Professor Ngozi Chumaude, who with her team painstakingly worked tirelessly to see that only qualified candidates were released. I salute you, Madam. Mr. Governor, sir, I want to assure you that the recruitment exercise was free and fair. At the PPSSC OKA, we follow the footsteps and mandates of Mr. Governor, who has zero tolerance for bribery and corruption. These candidates were recruited without taking any money from any of them. We had a selection criteria: 40% merit, 20% local government, 10% education disadvantaged local governments, 20% core courses, 10% technical subjects. The selection process also followed the new curriculum structure as follows: compulsory cutting core subjects, English, general mathematics, one trade subject, civil education, number 2, field of study subjects, senior secondary science and mathematics, biology, chemistry, physics, further maths, agri-science, physical education, health education, computer studies, senior secondary technology, senior secondary humanities, senior secondary business studies, a group of 34 entrepreneurial subjects like animal husbandry, marketing, cosmetology, auto mechanics, and so on. Mr. Governor, sir, with this singular act of yours, the teachers will remain ever grateful, especially the way we conducted the selection interview. It will interest you to note that we went out of our way to call those who passed very well and were not called earlier. On one of the occasions, a lady who was in the farm, and we are calling her to come for documentation. So when she came, her aged mother, I told her that it's not enough. Professor Chu once that her child passed very well, and she was surprised. So mother passed no ihe Chukwuma Soludo cho. So the woman Danani Gozibe Chukwuma Soludo. The end, we documented the candidate, and she left. Mr. Governor, sir, in this exercise, we have been able to recruit the following subject area: English language, 254 candidates; mathematics, 156 candidates; biology, 350 candidates; chemistry, 226 candidates; physics, 84 candidates; computer science, 88 candidates; Igbo language, 60 candidates; French, 6 candidates; technical subjects, 114 candidates; economics, 157 candidates, and so on and so forth. To you, my dear newly recruited teachers, I once again congratulate you and plead with you to be committed to this profession. Teaching profession is a noble profession. Do not soil the image of teaching profession. As soon as you collect your letters of appointment from your employment, you are advised to report straight to your schools and collect your assumption of duty certificate. Then report back to PPSSC for complete final documentation. I cannot end this address without appreciating the board members, my dear deputy chairman, my able secretary, all the directors of PPSSC, OCA, and the entire staff of commission for their sacrifice in these weeks. May God, who rewards abundantly, reward you immensely. God bless all of you in Jesus' name. Amen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together once again for the chairman of the Anambra State Universal Basic Education Board, Professor Nkechi Ikediogu. Thank you, ma'am. PPSSC, Post-Primary School Service Commission, PPSSC. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, it will be time to invite her, that woman who God, through Mr. Governor, chose to lead the Anambra in education. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Ngozi Teresa. Yes, sir. Professor Ngozi Teresa Chuma Ude.
Mr. Governor, sir, the protocol established is still breathing, so let me start on it. Great Anambra teachers. Great Anambra teachers. Great Anambra teachers. I was there minding my own business when one of the most illustrious men that walked this planet Earth invited me to come and be a member of his cabinet administration. I asked my God, and he said yes. That was why I am here today as the Commissioner for Education. Because I saw in my principal, Mr. Governor, the zeal, the fire, a burning fire to serve the people of Anambra, to right wrongs, to straighten up things, to bring things to normalcy, and coupled with his passion for education. He is a man, one of the rare refined brains I have ever seen, I have ever met. He is a genius. If he is insisting on something, it may be irritating at first, but at the long run, you see that he is correct. Since I joined his administration, I have never seen him take a wrong step. And that is the stuff geniuses are made of. I am here today because I want to be part of the history
the rewriting of history of Anambra. And today it is culminating into a great epoch-making event. History is being made here today. For Mr. Governor, out of his passion for education, realized that we have a great lacuna in teaching and learning in Anambra. He called me because he is a man who works with data. Data means a lot to him. In fact, data means everything to him. He called me to give him the existing data of teachers in Anambra. UNESCO said teacher-student ratio should be 37, 1 to 37 for secondary school, and 1 to 35 for primary school. I looked at the data, and what do we have in Anambra? We have below 25, 1 to 25. And for primary school, it was nothing to write home about. We have 1 to 19. Again, he said I should go and get him the ratio that will not just meet up with the UNESCO stipulations, but a ratio that will rise above the UNESCO. I went, researched, and went back to him again. I told him, if we employ 4,000 teachers, we may cross that threshold. He said, go get ready to employ 5,000. He is a man with a passion to raise a digitalized tribe that will be competent at home and exportable abroad. It is because of these wonderful philosophies that we are all gathered here today. The last time this kind of event took place, Anambra State was still one with Enugu State. That was in 1989. And I think about 4,000 teachers were employed. These teachers will be retiring this year. This to show you the gap between what is happening today and what has been. This is the first of its kind. And in the whole of this federation, since 1998, no state has employed this number of workers, not even in the teaching field or anywhere at all. So, this is history that we are making today. Mr. Governor has made history, and he is a man who has come to change the history of Anambra from the bad to the better, to the best. I want to thank you all. During the course of this exercise, from the inception, it wasn't easy. We have all come a long way. Is that not so? We have all come a long way. The hassles, the push, the struggles to take the examination, to pass the CBTs. And I want to congratulate you. I want to say to you, it was a fight worth fighting. And this battle was won not on the platform of us human beings, but on the golden platform of God, the Almighty. So may I enjoin you today to work according to the statuses, the philosophies of Mr. Governor. We are going to continue to train you. This is just the first step. After this, we will embark on a continual upgrade of teachers' training. And the essence of employing people of your age is to get people who are still amenable to learning. And I know you are eager to learn. Is that not so? Thank you very much. May I thank you all. and may I wish you a very wonderful career as teachers. Mr. Governor, sir. Mr. Governor, sir. Mr. Governor, sir. By your right are the winners of the President's debate. They are going to represent us next year in Vietnam. I have been to the Vietnamese embassy and they are expecting us. They are going to represent Nigeria in the world debate. Let's see. Still, Mr. Governor, sir, by this other side are the winners of the ANCOPS Cup. They scaled through the southeast and they went to the international level and won the 2 categories. Beloved teachers, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We want you to train children who will conquer the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Put your hands together for Madam Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Teresa Chuma Ude. Now, Ndebanye, Anambra, it is time to listen to the Iroko himself. My people, the solution is there. May I invite, ladies and gentlemen, the rave of the moment, the man with the magic wand, the man who says it is well with Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, CFR, Odenibo.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. The Deputy Speaker, Secretary to Government, Head of Service, members of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Commissioners, Chair of our suburb and PPSSC, traditional ruler, Igwe here, the representatives of the church, civil society, ASATU, here present, the president of our town unions. Great Anambra teachers. Are you great? Great Anambra teachers. Great Anambra teachers. When I said that, you say we are the greatest. When I said the next one, great Anambra teachers. Teachers are the greatest. But teachers are, everybody was taught by a teacher. A doctor, president, lawyer, senator, governor, reverends, traditional rulers, reverend sisters, commissioners, everybody Everybody was taught by a teacher. You are the greatest. You are the greatest. I will say, over the last few minutes, I've been very, very emotional. Very emotional for a number of reasons that we have today. And as I look into your faces and I see the hope that you embody, our future in your hands that you embody, couldn't help but be hopeful and also emotional. But let me go down to my address. Today is a great day. Ụmụnne m ndị Anambra, my fellow teachers, ọkwụnụ mana I'm also a teacher. I'm also a teacher. Maka na anyị sefa kita bụ oge ndị nkuzi. Anyị se ndị Anambra fachelu ka onye nkuzi chikene. Onye nkuzi na-achị. Kwuonu na anyị na-achị, kwuonu anyị na-achị. Ọkwa anyị na-achị, anyị bụ ndị nkuzi na-achị tata. Ọ bụrụ na ị bụrụ onye nkuzi, sorry. Today marks yet another milestone in Anambra's bold march towards a livable and prosperous smart mega city. One that is the preferred destination to live, learn, work, invest, and relax and enjoy. In barely 8 months in office, we have been in office for just 8 months. We have been vigorously and simultaneously implementing the 5 pillars of our People's Manifesto. Yes, we are fighting criminals and touts head-on, and they are on the run. Security, law, and order are getting better by the day. Anambra is now a construction site with 230 kilometers of quality and strategic road construction ongoing, together with bridges and flyovers. We have launched regenerative agricultural revolution, as well as reinventing the palm oil and coconut economy. 4 industrial parks are being prepared and designed. We are working in partnership with private providers to guarantee 24 hours electricity in our major cities over the next 30 months. Street lights powered by solar are now replacing old technology. Our urban regeneration agenda is on course. We have declared war to solve the terrible traffic gridlocks and keep our streets and cities clean and green. We are on course to delivering over 2,000 kilometers of fiber optic infrastructure en route to our mission for Anambra as a digital tribe. General hospitals are being remodeled and upgraded. And I want to say that Anambra has launched a pilot case in telemedicine. We are mainstreaming everything technology and technology everywhere. A fully focused agenda on sustainable environment is on course. We are taking prudence in public finance management to the next level with added transparency and accountability. Our pensioners are now being paid their gratuity and pension as at when due. And our workers continue to receive their salary alert every 25th of the month. Yes, at least that gives you hope that every 25th of the month you are going to receive alert, isn't it? And let me tell you this, Unonegente. Yes, despite the approval by the Anambra State House of Assembly for us to borrow to part finance this year's budget, we still have not borrowed 1 kobo till date. We are totally committed to prudence with transformation at all times, and at all times to ensure sustainable public finance. As we speak, about 5,000 youths are undergoing intensive business and skill enhancement program under our One Youth, One Skill agenda. And billions of naira have been earmarked for their empowerment early next year. Over 2,000 youths have been employed in various security and enforcement assignments, etc., etc. The list can go on and on for the last 8 months. Anambra is truly on the move. Today, Umunamdi Anambra, my fellow teachers, we are keeping one of our promises. In our People's Manifesto, we promise to, quote, position Anambra as a center of excellence for human capital development and proactively leapfrog our students stroke youths as Africa's digital tribe, end of quote. Our broad goal is the development of a robust human capital that is productive at home and exportable abroad. Yes, we'll benchmark to Nigeria, but for an itinerant tribe that we are, global best practices will continue to be our beacon. We have a full-loaded agenda for our health sector reforms, including the ongoing recruitment of some 260 consultants and doctors, nurses, and other professionals to staff our general hospitals, thereby ending the regime of hospitals without doctors and nurses. Thank you. No, they are flying the flag. I can see some of them, they are flying the flag of the big red, big Igbo, big cock that is flying there. Thank you very much. On education, our manifesto notes that, quote, education is Anambra's present and its future, end of quote. The manifesto has a detailed reform agenda and 3 illustrative focus areas out of 9 of them that are germane to this event include the following, as stated in our manifesto. Number 1 is to develop the competence of teachers in the state and restore teaching as a profession of pride. As the saying goes, quote, if you want to predict the future of any society, examine the quality of its teachers and the quality of teaching, end of quote. The teaching profession is the most important profession, as everyone was once taught by a teacher. As a teacher myself, I understand what it means when teachers are empowered to work. Our plan will work towards professionalism and unique Anambra teachers with special Anambra certification based on quality, capacity building, and competencies. Lifelong learning tools will be provided and teachers will be motivated and rewarded appropriately. This is the first thing on our manifesto in terms of the focus of our trying to regenerate our educational system. I want to tell you, my dear friends, ndị nkuzi ibe m, my fellow teachers, anything that this government cannot do for teachers, it means that it is impossible. It means it is impossible. Once anything that is possible to be able to motivate our teachers, to be able to empower our teachers, give them the tools they need to work, this government, the one run by a fellow teacher, will do just that. Number 2, still in the manifesto, we state that we will develop rigorous quality assurance in both private and public schools. The unique feature of the Anambra educational system is that about 60% of pupils and students in primary and secondary schools are in private and mission schools. We will collaborate with the church, civil society organizations, development finance institutions, and other stakeholders to set up an independent accreditation and continuous supervisory agency to augment the Ministry of Education in quality assurance. And number 3, to review curricula at all levels to provide functional education for the digital age, to develop graduates that are problem solvers, especially in information, communication, and technology, and coding skills, artificial intelligence, robotics, etc. These are just 3 of the focus areas in education as contained in our manifesto. And I want to assure you, my fellow teachers, that we are committed to deliver on the above, among others. But in all of this, availability and quality of teachers are decisive. Today, we have come to end the era of schools without teachers in our primary and secondary schools with the recruitment and deployment of 5,000 new teachers. There will be 2,500 new teachers in primary schools and another 2,500 teachers for secondary schools. I think, Madam Commissioner, when you were talking about the teacher-student ratios, I think you didn't write your speech, so you were, I think the way you were putting them, you were putting the opposite. You were stating the opposite of the ratios. The ratios were much, much higher. I know even for early learning, those in the base of the system, the data I saw, some of them even over 100 per teacher, as the case may be. And we're going to be moving this. So, we are going to continue. I mean, for now, henceforth, Anambra schools will continue to meet the best possible pupil-student-teacher ratios. I am particularly happy with the process of the recruitment. Of course, no exercise of this magnitude will go without some complaints here and there, but we are determined to deliver a near-perfect job. We set out from the outset to do something uniquely transparent and with the highest integrity. My instructions to the Commissioner for Education and to the chairpersons of PPSLC, Post-Primary School Service Commission, and ASUBEB, the Anambra Zone version of the Universal Basic Education Board, were unambiguous. The instructions were, number 1, only merit can get anyone a placement in the recruitment exercise. Only merit. The phenomena of well-placed persons being given, quote, slots to nominate candidates for recruitment should never happen. These were my instructions. To demonstrate my commitment to this, I instructed that even if I were to give them any name or names for employment, they should throw it away. Teaching is not just a, yes. Teaching is not just a job. It is a vocation. And no one should be employed as a teacher on any consideration other than merit. I have only one criterion in thinking about recruiting a teacher, and that is to ask myself, will I be proud for this person to teach my child? That's the question I ask. And if I will not be proud for this person to teach my child, why should I employ the person to teach somebody else's child? So if you are here, and I want to say to you, everyone wants the best teacher for his or her child, and we should never in good conscience sacrifice the future of a generation on the altar of favoritism. As a governor of Anambra, I do not have any slot, not one. I did not put any one person here. If you are here, all of you here, you are here because you merit to be here. You are here because you deserve it. You are here because among those that competed, you are the best. That's who you are. That's why we are. That's the Anambra model. Yes, I was informed that the team had several other selection criteria as the chairperson of PPSSC, elaborated, including considerations for core subjects spread among local governments, hard-to-reach locations, needs of special subjects or technical colleges, etc. But even on this, my instruction was that merit should be the only consideration among the candidates, even within these categories. So if you want to spread it along local governments, yes, when you come to the local governments, you must still pick the very best. Nothing more than that. If you're taking subject areas, those who have applied to teach mathematics, if you are selecting, you put them all, you select the best. Every area, only the best is good enough for Anambra State. Also, my third instruction was that state of origin was not a disqualifying factor. Anambra is the light of the nation. And when we campaign and ask for merit-based recruitment in Nigeria, we must lead by example. On this recruitment exercise, our children need the best teachers, irrespective of where they come from. Whether they come from Malaysia or Argentina or Europe or America, or they come from any state or whatever, the best mathematics teacher is who we are looking to teach our children. The best physics teacher is who we are looking to teach our children. It is what we are. And so, under this recruitment exercise, there are people from other states of Nigeria who have also been recruited. We are looking for the best. Nothing but the best. Anambra is home for the best. Number 4, and that's the final of our instructions, with an 1,120 applicants. That's the initial application. So the 5,000 of you here today, you started the journey when there were 40,120 of you that applied. That started the journey with the first CB test, computer-based test. About 13,000, 14,000 of you made it in the second round, went through the next test, and then another 8,120 made it to the final before series of written and oral interviews. So, you had this 40,120 applicants, 2 CBT exams, and oral and written interviews. I have further instructed that the master list of the last 8,120 with their average scores to be published so that everybody can get a copy of it. You can say if you made it to the last level, you will see your scores. It is published, everybody has it. Everybody has a copy. It is from this 8,120 that 5,000 of you were selected for both primary and secondary schools. And hear this as well. The final list of those selected for primary and for secondary school is going to also be published, if it hasn't already been published, together with the respective cutoff marks for each local government, so that this is to enable everyone to be able to self-examine and verify the selection process. That is to say that anyone with scores within the cutoff mark must have been recruited, except for candidates whose educational qualifications do not explicitly lead to defined teaching subjects in the primary and secondary schools. Anyone who believes that he or she ought to be selected but was omitted should report to us. And if you know anyone who ought not to be recruited but has been recruited, you should also do what? Report to us. Okay? Yes. Because Anambra wants nothing but the best. We will seriously consider all complaints and remedies provided where found to be meritorious. I am told, I am told that this process is transparency stretched to its limit, and especially given the so-called Nigerian factor in public sector recruitment. We are setting the Anambra standard. This will be under Anambra standard under my stewardship. Recruitments must be free, fair, open, transparent. Now, get on this, or who knows. This is a state in which the son or daughter of nobody can get to somewhere without knowing anybody. And let me at this point commend the Commissioner for Education, chairpersons of PPSSC and ASUBEB, and their members and staff for their sacrifice and hard work. I know it must have been, I think from tonight you can sleep for 8 hours. You deserve to sleep for 8 hours from tonight. Never mind, may have been pushing you too hard indeed. Never mind. That's what it takes to produce the best. You have to work 24 hours a day. To you, the newly recruited teachers, let me congratulate you for being among the best out of the over 40,000 applicants. Can you imagine this? Just think about this. That you just apply for a job, you go for one exam, go for the second exam, go for the interviews, and you are recruited in Nigeria just like that. In Nigerian public sector, in Nigeria public service, and you just get recruited without knowing somebody who knows. To the extent that even the governor does not have even one person on this list. That is the standard we want to maintain, and we are very serious about it. Let me also congratulate some of the so-called PTA teachers who went through this process successfully. As you may recall, we insisted that the PTA teachers who were recruited shortly before we assumed office must go through this rigorous exercise if they wanted to keep the job. And I am happy that some of them were also successful. I now say to you, my fellow teachers, the future of our children and the next generation is in your hands. Anambra, the light of the nation, is known for excellence. Even in spite of the insecurity challenges during the various examinations, Anambra still continues to shine. Our teachers, our schools, and students continue to win national and international honors. You have seen some of them here. The ones on my right hand are now living. They will be going abroad to go to represent Nigeria in world debates. And that's what Anambra is all about. The other day I received 5 winners. Anambra won 5 out of the 15 awards, President's Awards for teachers, schools, and teachers, school, and schools in our system, and managers of schools. I want to say to you that our teachers continue to win prizes. Now with all of you, 5,000 of you, as added force, we expect nothing but super performance. For those of you without prior teaching qualifications, for example, somebody may have read mathematics or an English graduate but doesn't have education or diploma or something in education. There are several of you in this hall. We will, as part of Anambra's teacher certification process, design an intensive on-the-job training to urgently turn you into real teachers. Professionalism is our watchword. Professionalism is our watchword. Let me conclude. Fellow teachers, great Anambra teachers. Let me conclude by commending all the stakeholders in the Anambra Education Project, especially the parents, teachers, private proprietors, churches, private foundations, individuals, and individuals that have adopted schools, regulatory bodies, the federal government, and the donor agencies. We need your greater partnership in the years ahead, as well as strive to create the digital tribe, as we strive to create the digital tribe. For our new science and technology secondary schools, which we are working on, as well as our vocational schools, we will be recruiting more specialized teachers in due course. Our Education Advisory Council will commence work next week. Umunnamundi Anambra, my fellow teachers, let me suggest that educating our next generation is our collective responsibility. The Public-Community-Private Partnership, PCPP, is a winning model for our future. Get involved. Anambra is great because of the human resource that we have. We have the largest, it is said that Anambra has the largest concentration of millionaires per square kilometer anywhere in Africa. And we must exploit all of this. These present potentials. 60% of education provision in Anambra today is privately provided. But we want to ratchet it up. We want to upgrade our public schools to become global standards as well, or even better than private schools. But we want everybody to get involved. The next time you come home, whether you are living in Anambra, or you're living in Abuja, or Lagos, or abroad, America, Europe, and so on and so forth, the next time you get down to your village, visit the primary and or secondary school nearest to your home and see in what way that you can help. If you can't adopt a school by way of paying for all the bills, just do something, anything. Buy a pencil for a child. If that is the minimum that you can do, just do something. If we all do that, every school will, over time, be of global standard. Trust me, in your entire life, you may be shocked that investment in that school may turn out to be the most transformative and impactful investment in your lifetime. Let's get to work. Let's do it together. And together, we shall create the new world of our dream. Anambra will win. God bless Anambra State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless the teachers of Anambra. You are the greatest. Thank you very much. Thank you. As we do this, as I look into your faces, I know teachers are special people. They are different. You are different. You've gone through about 3 or 4 exams to get to where you are. You are spending money. Today you are here to collect your appointment letters, and you go for documentation. I think being unique teachers, I was getting very emotional about it, and you will be the one. I think teachers will be, you now will be the first and the only one. For example, we're going to give that privilege where you go to report for duty and you will be given something. And as I look at you, I have told them that all of you here, you will be given something, each of you, to be able to pay for your transport back home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let him continue. Let him finish what he's telling you. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Yes. Mr. Governor will now make presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh yeah, listen. Listen, Mr. Governor will present.
Thank you. Thank you. Never mind. Whatever it is, whether it's penny or whatever, just take it. Don't worry. On the nkuzi na-achị ọkwa on the onye nkuzi na-achị anyị na-achị gbọ anyị na-achị n'ụgbọ onye ọdụrụ mma ya ji ebulu onye nkuzi gbọ anyị na-abịa anyị ji nke a nwayọọ nwayọọ anyị na-abịa maka na ndị nkuzi na-eme gịnị. Thank you very much. I will the next stage is that I will symbolically present appointment letters to a few of you. I will not be able to do it personally, physically, to the 5,000, because you will also have to go home, isn't it? Unu ga-afụ ụzọ wee na onye nwetara nke ebe a from Monday, Tuesday, ilu ebe a mee documentation gị ijebe na school je kuziwe nkuzi gbọ. Yes, and part of it also, Odemma, are you listening to me? Your letter of appointment says that you are beginning with effect from yesterday, being the 1st of April. Okay? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? It means you are going to get your December salary. Yes. Yes. my fellow teacher, great Anambra teacher, you know one other thing that it means? Do you want to hear more? Do you want to hear more? Let me also tell you one thing more. Just listen carefully. Are you listening? Yes. It's not just that you get your salary. You've come today, you get something to transport home. Number two, you get your December. But we're also working something for Christmas. Yes. 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 Oh, yes. Oh, yo. Thank you. 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 The world belongs to teachers. The world belongs to teachers. Everybody in the world is made by a teacher or teachers. You will remember this month of December 2022. That's the day you began to work, and that month was also a blessed month. I think when they finish, I've been told the money or whatever thing they're going to, they will organize it better, how you get it quickly, but you'll get your stuff. Okay? How to share this. Okay. Now, as you call out the people, that's 21, 21.
All right.
Down there. That one, yeah. Okay. Now we're going to call out 21 from 21 local governments, primary, then 21 secondary school, and I will hand in their appointment letters to them. Okay? Thank you very much, and God bless you.
All right. All right. Oh, yeah, let's start calling from Anambra State Universal Basic Education Board, ASUBE. First is Agwata Anenengozi. Anenengozi, come and receive your appointment letter. Oka North. Obonna Chidimma Adeze. Oka South. Ojiyi Odinaka Rachel. Anambra West. Chibata Jidofo Cyprian. Dunu Kofia, Ikaba Evelyn Uche Chuku, Ekusigo, Madu Bolisa, Francis Mary T. Idemili North, Uka Kindness Chisom, Ihala, Iloduba, Angelina Ogonna, Njikoka, Ikweme Comfort N, Onitsha North, Araka Precious Chidima, Onitsha South, Ikedima Ifnanya Felicia. Then the last but not the least, Orumba North, Obi Loveline Omerebere. Orumba South, Ejiofor Okechukwu Chinonso, Obaru, Nnamdi Chiamaka Blessing, Newi North, Chukwu Chinwe E, Ayamelum, Amuluche Peace, Afoma, Newi South, Okoli Chioma Blessing, Idemili South, Chukwu Kere Kenneth Ijoma, Anocha, Alomezie Linda Ogechukwu, Oyi, Obiekwe Blessing Somto, Anambra East, Okafo Ogechukwu C. That has been for Anambra State Universal Basic Education Board, ASUBEB. Now let's go for Post-Primary School Service Commission. Agwata Ifediora Chienye, Anambra East, Chibata Ijoma, Anambra West, Eziolisa Chioma, Anocha, Onyeka Chikodele, Oka North, Ndukwe Mary Ann, Oka South, Chinwuko Esther C, Ayamelum, Uchebo Nonso, Dunukofia, Ikaba Vincent, Ekusigo, Okafo Chinyere B, Ihala, Anyadike Morrison K, Idemili North, Obuatu Nemeka C, Idemili South, Orajeku Ujumwa C, Njikoka, Okafo Uzamaka Fidelia, Newi North, Nwabu Ife Omerebere D, Newi South, Nwoku Echezona O, Obaru, Izukane Nzubechukwu A, Onitsha North, Mbajiaka Innocent C, Onitsha South, Oranu Emmanuel Nwachukwu, Orumba North, Nwosu Oluchi Juliet, Orumba South, Oji Obianuju Blessing, then Oyi Moye Chijioke Vincent. Okay, for the presentation of the team that won the Presidential Debate Award, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for them. Mr. Governor is now handling the cup, after which he will make a presentation of medals. Yes. Anambra, Digoma. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. And then for those that won the quiz and essay competition, they will come next. Yes, for the quiz and essay competition, Mr. Governor is now with the cup. Put your hands together for Anambra State. Anambra is marching on. The gate of hell will not prevail against the state. Thank you. Thank you. We want to crave the indulgence of Mr. Governor. If he retires to his seat, two of the employees will move the vote of thanks to thank Mr. Governor before we disperse. All right. Genunti. Great teachers. Great teachers. Biko genunti. Ego unu ga-eji wee gba moto. Ọ dị ebe a. Mana mmadụ erika genunti. Ke ọ ga-adị rowdy. O nwere ndị n'ebe Anambra teachers ka ayala isi asọ. Ọ bụ na ije iwere appointment letter gị enye gị ego transport a. Ameke nwe ebe a. Mmadụ erika. Yes, for the vote of thanks, let me invite first Onyi Adaba. Onyi Biosi, 2 minutes. Kedu Onyi 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Biko, fast. And then let Obed Nwoku come and stand beside her. Obed, vote of thanks, please. Okay. Ige cheleba. Ndị egwu ngwa bịanụ mee ungala. Ndị egwu bịanụ, ndị na-agba egwu bịanụ. GSS, Oka, Gate Secondary School, Oka. Biko ndị flag, chelụnụ, chelụnụ. Chelụnụ ndị flag. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Governor, this is Dear Secondary School, Oka. Dear Secondary School, Oka. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Udoka Nursery and Primary School, Oka. Because it's 2 minutes. 2 minutes. This is Udoka Primary School, Oka. Mr. Governor has joined them. These are the futures. The future of Anambra. Mr. Governor, Mr. Governor, wow. Wow. Oh my God. Yes, sir. He understands that these are the future. The future of our society. Thank you, Mr. Governor. Thank you. Mr. Governor, thank you. All right, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Community secondary school, Ubo. Community secondary school, Ubo. Bianu Menku no Siso. Ubo. Community secondary school, Ubo. Mr. Governor is here once again to appreciate Mr. Governor, the Quafit. Hey! Oh my God! Oh my God! Community secondary school. All right. Dalunu. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ngwanu, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Biko, great teachers. Asi kangwa unu. EJ will appointment letter gi 5,000 naira bweko. 5,000 gesia. Nya bweko motunu. Genunte, unagege kwente, great teachers, kege siwajie, Wednesday, na genunte, unagege nte, Wednesday, idemili not, Agwata, Newi not, and Ekusigo, Aka South, Anambra East, Onitsha North. On Wednesday, 16th. On Thursday, 17th, Idemili South, Orumba North, Newi South, Oka North and Njikoka, Anambra West, Onitsha South. On Friday, okay, because all 6th, 7th, and then 8th, Bo Oyi, Orumba Iala, Anocha, Dunukofia, Aya Melman Obaru. For the vote of thanks, Onyi Adaba, please. 2 minutes.
Good afternoon, everyone. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, the Honorable Commissioner of Education, Anambra State, Professor Ngozi Teresa Chumaude, all protocols duly observed. I want to start by thanking God Almighty for His mercies and His providence, especially for blessing Anambra with a people's-oriented leader, and also for making this day possible. On this note, I want to heartily thank His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, for being prompt. I want to thank the Executive Governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, for prompting education, for making education a priority by employing more teachers for quality education in the state, by which means I and my colleagues here are called to serve. I also want to thank the Honorable Commissioner of Education, Anambra State, Professor Ngozi Shuma Ude, for conducting a very transparent teachers recruitment exercise in accordance with Professor Chukwuma Soludo drive for excellence. I also want to thank His Excellency, especially for the December salary he just promised us teachers. Thank you very much, sir. We are happy to be here. All of us, we are happy to be here. We are happy to be called to serve our state as teachers. And we promise that we will carry out our duties. First, as patriotic Nigerians, and also as true Christians. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Now for Obed, come. 2 minutes, please.
Your Excellency, sir, good afternoon, sir. On behalf of the 5,000 newly recruited teachers, I stand here to tell you that we are happy and honored to have you as our governor. Today in Anambra State, history has been made. No previous government, none has been able to do what we are witnessing today. Even the ones that recruited, none was able to recruit up to 40% of what we are witnessing today. Even at that, when they want to recruit, they recruit when they are leaving office. Your Excellency, I want to, in a special way, appreciate and commend you for this special platform of teacher recruitment you offer to us. This is the only time someone that knows nobody, even has no money to give, was recruited into the teacher scheme. Thank you, Your Excellency. I want to appreciate in a special way Madam Commissioner, the Honorable Commissioner for Education, for her doggedness during the course of this assessment, teachers' examination, the mobilization, the logistics, the whole thing. I want to appreciate her. She did marvelous well. Thank you, Madam Commissioner. Thank you, Your Excellency. God bless Anambra State.
All right, Biko, enwe refreshment. Governor achọrọ ka onye ọbụla bụrụ ọnụ. Mana ị ga-anọ, hello, ị ga-anọ ebe local government gị dị. Ị mara etu a isi nọ, etu a ka ị ga-esi nọ. Don't move. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's rise for the national anthem. Thank you. Stay where you are. Let Mr. Governor and entourage leave. Then I will announce how you're going to get your employment letter once again so that you will hear. Mr. Governor, stay where you are. Hold on. Thank you. Mr. Governor, thank you. Thank you. And the teachers can check it. Shadrach and Asikuki, thank you, sir. Hey, Tony Odanibo. Wow. 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 Ngwagenunte. Unagagente. Genunte. Let me announce again, appointment letter. Listen, on the dates and local governments. Are you listening? You're not listening, no? Are you listening? All right. For Thursday, 6th. Thursday. Sorry, Tuesday. Tuesday, right? 6th of December 2022. Idemili not. Write it down, oh. Write it down. Tuesday, 6th December 2022. Idemili not. Aguata. Newi not. Egusigo. Oka South. Anambra East. Onitsha North. Did you get that? Now for Wednesday, 7th December 2022, Idemili South, Orumba North, Newi South, Oka North, Njikoka, Anambra West, Onitsha South. Now, for Thursday, 8th December 2022, Oyi, Orumba South, Ihala, Anocha, Dunukofia, Ayamelum, and Obaru. Did you get that? Thank you, and God bless you. Venue is Asubeb and the PPSSC. Everybody should sit down. Local government by local government, sit down. If you're not sitting down, the food will not be shared. Sit down.
Well, you've been watching Channels Television's live coverage of the presentation of appointment letters to newly recruited teachers in Anambra State. 5,000 of them in all. Well, let's now take you back to some events that took place earlier on in the course of the program.